Ja, so, ons gaan movie kyk met bier. Iets van die mense is met nachos en so, kom ons het klaar geëet. Maar ja, mense kan oral drink in Nederland, op die stasie, oral in die vendingmasjiene is bier, by die kinies.
Hulle is bietjie bier bevoederd.
Dis erg. Die enigste plek wat jy nie mag drink is 'n kerk.
En daar vat jy nagmaal.
Daar het hulle nagmaal ook nog. So,
My kinders, mommy love you so much. Ry asseblief ook veilig. My hart sal dit nie hou nie. Ek werk vandag van die huis af, so ons het lunch kom vat en saam met die honde kom stap. Hier is die oulikste hondeparkies, maar as julle nou so om my kyk, hy is half met 'n heining toe, sodat jou hond nou veilig hier kan wees, en dan sy net op die punte, oral.
Jaco and Chanel Loubser, thank you so much for giving up your midday afternoon to talk to me. I really appreciate your time that you've set aside. You guys are basically still jet lagged from because you how long have you now been in Amsterdam?
yeah, I would say, the whole immigration process is something that's been brewing for quite a while. Actually, about
2019.
yeah, it's a long time ago. So the first thing that I needed to get in order was to complete my degree. I did a BSc in informatics through UNISA. And that basically is your golden ticket to immigrate across the world. So that's one of the first things we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And after that, COVID pretty much hit. And we basically put that dream aside for a while. And it's after COVID settled down, we started looking at different countries. And I've got some previous colleagues and also some family members in the Netherlands. And they had just a lot of great things to say about the country. And that's basically how it started. As soon as you make the choice to immigrate, the rest is just basically a formality.
And a lot of admin. The rest is a lot of admin. A lot.
So,
we basically are just a family of four. We have a mom and a dad, and we have two kids. They run our lives as well as our four dogs. We decided when we went over, it would be either everyone goes or no one goes, because we don't want to break up what already is such a good unit.
Yeah.
And so when Jaco got the job, we decided, okay, we're going to do our Ian. That is now the first start of phonics and stuff for learning the Dutch language. So we did that with the kids. So they were taken out of school a bit early. They were out of school for 2.5 months about. But we did do that with them so that they would stay active and do that. And then, taking the dogs over, that was hard.
I can imagine. I noticed on one of your videos that I saw the dogs. I'm like, oh wow, have you gotten new pets already, or it's your own dogs? You brought them over from Colombia? What's the quarantine period?
No, nothing for the issue. The issue is quite simple and straightforward. It's basically a rabies shots needs to be up to date, and they do a blood test to confirm that it's active.
But it's just an antibody test to check that they have enough antibodies against the rabies, so that when they do come, the chance is pretty much zero that they will bring rabies into the country. Yeah. So they do your test, and if you get the test results, it takes about, from test date to flight date, it's about 92 days, and a lot of money.
But I would say our process has been painless.
Painless, paid flights,
Yeah, we're so happy with the people that came across our path with this, because it's, at the end of the day, we've got a company that helped us with the relocation, with the application of the visa, all of that, and they also recommended a company for the pet immigration process, and that has also, they've been great. And I must say, there's some companies that you pretty much feel like a number, but luckily we came across to this company that, there's a personal touch.
Yeah,
They
this
just-
is like past 11 at evening, and then this woman would still be sending us emails. She's a vet also, Renelle. And she's so sweet and so good and understanding and explaining everything just to the T, so that whenever I went to my local vet to take the dogs for their shots and their tests and stuff, all the paperwork was easy because I already knew everything, because she already explained everything to me and how the process works and what exactly I should expect from the vet visit, which is quite a lot because after the titer test, it's like a 6-week wait to see if they failed the test or not. And one of our dogs, Joe, the oldest, he is our grumpy boy. He failed his titer test, actually, the first one. So he's still living with grandma in Citrus Dal in South Africa in the Western Cape.
Oh,
Loves being there. He's grumpy, but he loves being there because he and grandma can sit and cuddle all day and he doesn't have to do anything. So, but Joe is now in the process of where we're waiting for his test results. After that, you actually contact your pet mover, or you can join the Facebook group Embark, South Africans Immigrating with Pets. They have a process where you can do it yourself, a DIY. They have a checklist. Those guys are amazing. They help with everything.
Yeah,
So
actually,
it's really
on that note, the whole Facebook community with regards to immigration,
right.
for each country, I would say there's a dedicated group where they really try to help South Africans wanting to move over, answering questions and things like that. And the Netherlands group, especially, shout out to them. They really helped us a lot, understanding the process.
And also, Netherlands, the Dutch people, they like South Africans, not because like who we are, just because we understand their language. It's not that big of a barrier. The language actually for an person quite easy to understand. They use older words which we don't use anymore, but it's still because we are basically a dialect of them. Absolutely. So you except for the dialect part here, when they really start speaking fast, you don't catch every word, but you get the gist. If they speak slowly, you can get it all. You can understand all of it, except like that happened to us on the train. I don't know if you saw that video. We were kicked off this train, luckily not the speed train, but we were kicked off. We were in the middle of a video, actually. Just the videos was actually for communicating with the world. Public. They were just for our friends and family to show them, hey guys, this is what we're doing. Our mothers both are still in South Africa, does so much, and the rest of the family. So we decided that we'll do this for them. And then me being hilariously happy with Facebook because it's the only thing busy except for the bike riding. I decided to share with some of my other friends because we have so many that it's hard to share with everyone a video on WhatsApp. So I put them on there. Now people are kind of liking them, and I'm liking making them. They're fun. They're fun. So we were in the middle of a video. Getting back to the train story, sorry. But before we got on, we were explaining on the video. Before we got on, we were waiting on the at the station for the train, and the train came. And we got on the train, but they did explain to us that you have to check in with a card, the ticket that you buy. You press it against a little computer thingy and it checks you in, and then you can get on the train. But you can get on the train with your card doing that as well. So we got on the train, and we hadn't done that because we'd forgotten. And just before the train left, I remembered, hey, we didn't check in. So I got up and I walked straight to the first available person who actually worked there. And I asked the lady, listen, but me doing the RN, thinking I can speak Dutch, I avoid the Dutch completely and misunderstood her Dutch, because what she said to me was that I should get off the train as soon as possible so I can check in. Yeah. What I heard was, you can check in at the next station. Yeah. So I went back to my spot, but before I actually left this woman, the train started pulling away and the doors were closed, so I couldn't get off. So it was like not like I waited like 4 more minutes. I just when I started walking away from it, the whole train was shaking. I was like, okay, so now I can't get off anyway. That's fine. And I went to sit down with Jaco and I was like, the lady said everything's fine. And I'm like, I'm such a pro at this language now. We understood each other so completely. And we're in the middle of this video. And this lady comes over and she's standing there like looking at us with a smile. And I don't know, I'm going to say this in Afrikaans because it's the only way this makes sense. She asked me, ben jy geluk? And in my language, that means, is jy gelukkig? And I said, yes, very.
I'm happy.
I'm happy most now. I'm happy. Yeah. And what that means in Dutch is, did you come right with the checking in? What checking successful? And I said, yes. And then Jaco handed her our card and was like, so where do we check in? And then she was like, you didn't check in.
And I had to leave change complete.
But not yet, because she asked, you didn't check in? I said, no, I couldn't. She said, but I told you to. And I said, but sorry, I'm new here. I'm a South African. And she was like, ik kan je vragen om de trein te verlaten. And Jaco was like waiting and he was laughing and I'm like,
yeah, it's
serious.
Pulling our legs.
Woman just started smiling because it's such a nice blonde lady with the most beautiful smile. And then the smile just went away. And then we quietly got off. And we got off at that station. We didn't know where we were. It turns out it was Meersen.
Yeah.
And we decided, well, that's life. Look on the bright side. At least we weren't arrested and we didn't get a fine. So we bought ourselves some sandwiches and a coffee. And then we got back on the next train. But yeah, that's the thing with the language. You can understand it, but don't think you're going to understand exactly everything.
Yeah, there's some words that we use differently.
Yeah.
A bit confusing. So, yeah.
Confusing. But also, yeah.
I've got a friend in Friesland, and whenever we started talking, I really need to focus on what he's saying because otherwise.
Yeah.
But I did hear. I spoke to Pierre Greef from Meubels Fantastisch about 3 weeks ago, and they were on their way there for a tour. And he says that there's a huge influx of South Africans going to the Netherlands.
Massive, because they like actually that we can do the job also.
Yeah, but it's I think so I'm on a LinkedIn group. It's one of my it's somebody I know through the whole immigration process. And he created like a helping each other in the Netherlands thing. Amazing initiative. His name is Brett Anderson, and it's a LinkedIn group. Yeah, a lot of people on it, but he's trying to connect the businesses of the 35,000 South Africans in the Netherlands, so that we can support each other and trying to build a awesome community
as well.
So that go and check that out if there's anybody that's interested.
So do you know him? Sorry, I'd missed that part. Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah, he's part of the company that basically recruited me.
Oh, right.
So we might make a video at some point explaining the process and how that all works.
Yeah, all the people that helped us so that people can know who to actually contact because we have so many people to thank for this process.
Yeah, and it's a company called Globetrotters, and they basically facilitate the whole process, and it just makes it a lot easier. They specialize in certain niches, I would say. It's basically certain types of IT. Yeah, I know IT is like a main thing for them, but they're also branching out into different other types of work where they really have a passion for South Africans and helping them out. And there's also a lot of South Africans working there. They regularly go to South Africa to actually meet.
Do meet and greets. They come and they do your interviews with you. They come to have like a weekend retreat with the people that they're going to. I mean, Jaco wasn't working for them for a month, and the contract types differ, but his specifically, he worked for the first 3 months still in South Africa already remotely. And they came over and they had a lunch with him and brought him T-shirts and they chatted, and we actually enjoyed their company quite a lot. So they regularly form a part of the South African culture as well, because they come here and they come enjoy our culture and come meet the people, and they really want to help.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole thing of working remotely, that has been a lifesaver financially, I think, for us.
Yeah.
Because you can still earn a living in rand while you're in the process of immigrating.
Yeah.
They're help you to get all the documents in
place. They tell you when to make all your appointments. They literally found us someone to help us with the dogs. Like these guys, is it? This the same people that do the schooling.
No, yeah, they've got our own network.
They also connected us to that. Now got our children into school. They're starting on school on Monday, so that's great.
Yeah, that's in record time. The school said that usually it's new kids. They're basically at home for quite a long time. As the parents try to figure out how to navigate the Netherlands education system.
Because it's really different in South Africa. They start at 4 already, and you can end anywhere with like equivalent to our matric, your schooling. That would be college. That would be either somewhere between 18 and 22. So they have this scale on which you are learning scale. So they only teach you at your own pace. So if you're a quick learner, you get there quickly. If you're not, then that's fine. Then they do more physical things with you to show you things in another way so that you can actually understand. They take care of the slower kids, not the slower kids, but the kids that aren't the same way as ones that go sit in front of a book and just understand.
Yeah.
They are kids that need to be shown something in a different way for their brain to accept it in that way. In the Netherlands, they are so caring towards children in that way that the whole education system is built around how is your child? What is your child's strong points? How can we get him into the best career? And it's amazing.
Yeah.
I was so surprised. And even at our kids' school now, I would say Yithro, who did the intake with us, was so sweet. She literally wanted to know everything about my child, and my child was not even enrolled yet. She wanted to know what kind of kid she is, what type of friends would she like, what type of subjects does she like, what does she do for like exercising, does she like dancing, what type of music does she like. They really have this whole questionnaire to get to know your kid. And then they're like, okay, but after that, we'll see where we put them with the owner base.
Yeah.
We first want to get them situated in a place that they're going to be happy. And they have whole class for the first 40 weeks. The kids have to do, they are in a class where they focus mostly on Dutch. They will be doing other subjects. And then for the first 6 months, they will stay only in that class with other kids who also aren't up to date with Dutch. And then they get moved after that into like 2 days, maybe 3 days a week. They go to the normal classroom so that they can first integrate with the kids. And then after a year, they just go into the regular schooling system. And it's so amazing. Yeah, and it's for free. The school is for free.
But you've got a choice if you're looking to maybe move to another country and just stay here temporarily.
Yeah, you've
got international
schools that are only English.
Yeah, we're here for the long term. So this is something that
into the language to learn everything we can, and so that we can also speak to people and know what they're saying.
Yeah, and integrate into the Dutch culture. I think that's something successful.
Nice neighbors.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, our neighbor. Actually, there are a couple of nice neighbors, but yeah, and the first one that knocked on our door brought us some sweets, just in Dutch. So yeah, that was nice.
I hope your new neighbor isn't weird.
I must say, because we've immigrated a few times. First to the UK, and that was tough. Each time now, I'm backtracking now on the things that you've already said during the interview. Like you used agencies to help you. We did. We used Breitenbach to help us to go to the UK. JP Breitenbach was absolutely brilliant, and he worked. He sat with us. He met with us a few times and worked with all the paperwork, and everything was smooth sailing. The second time around, we worked with a company, Australia, Here We Come. That's the name of the company. and they
cool.
help us put out all the paperwork. We because each time we need to go back to the universities and get proof of studies.
Yep. Yep.
If paperwork is in Afrikaans, it needs to be translated over to English. It's every time it's the same procedure. That's why this is done. I'm done. I've
Done
already
now. You're happy where you are now.
Yeah. As soon as I get my Australian passport, then I'm free to travel back.
Yeah.
I must say,
We're still that way too. We can at least travel in EU. That's enough for now.
Yeah. I must say, I never had the chance to really. I never visited Europe while I was in the UK. My wife did the Contiki tour thing and everything, but so seeing you guys, Jaco, can you? I've watched a couple of your videos where you're out shopping and you just you're like an encyclopedia on a bicycle. You just like video.
That's is in life.
Yeah, I like
Tell
to
me
figure
a bit
things
about.
out. But I wouldn't say to regard that all as 100% correct fact.
He just into it. So it sounds like he knows what he's saying.
But yeah, I feel what I know. But yeah, it's just this. It's like a so culturally rich area. I mean, this is what I've read. One of the oldest cities, over 2,000 years old. And there's so much to see. And this is only one city. Yeah, we're so excited to just get out and travel. But yeah, it's one thing I like a lot that Dutch companies really respect your personal time. Like when you work 40 hours a week, when the clock hits 4:30 in the afternoon, everybody leaves, and that's just normal.
In the group, and there they go, and they're gone. And it's the cutest thing. It's these macho guys, and they walk by, and they're like, it's so cute.
Yeah, it's something to get used to, because I feel like, it's not like socially acceptable for guys in South Africa to, when you send them a message, to basically respond to it with a heart. But here it's like totally normal. It's like,
they're not actually illegal. They're like, I'm going to give you a hug. And I'm like,
hug yet.
I've started doing that because when I started the app, I've been meeting so many people, and because I work in IT, and a lot of the times it's a lot of email back and forth communication. It's so easy to misinterpret text, so that you'll mean one thing when you're sending a message, and the person would read it completely the other way around. So I found emojis is brilliant to get your feeling across. So I've been hard and blowing kisses left, right, and center, just so everyone knows. Listen, I'm not shouting.
I love it. Yeah.
Anyway,
the normal thumbs up, it's still neutral. It can be like, okay, I'm okay with it, or it's like, it's amazing, but it's just explains it a bit. I love that also. I love it.
You'll see also on my Facebook posts, I like also my emoticons there everywhere. I'm starting to use hashtags. Those things are,
All right, let's talk about your Facebook for a second. So you're using, and I'm switching over in a bit of a technical point of view here. So thank you for all the brilliant information regarding the Netherlands and the process that you took over there, and some of the things that you struggled with. That's gold. That's the sort of information people want to hear. That's why they come to the video podcast, because they want to learn. For your videos, because I'm quite excited. You guys need to keep doing it. And you're using Facebook Watch at the moment. Have you started using stuff like TikTok and Instagram or things like that?
I have a TikTok account. I'm just so used to Facebook that it's hard, but I'm going to have to start if it's this is
Facebook
something I'm going to do. But I think I love it. I love doing it. So I think I'm going to keep doing it.
Especially having the Wi-Fi connected will be a big plus point for us.
Because
we had to recharge our mobile data about 4 times.
No, 5.
5 times, and it's it's not that expensive, but it's wonderful.
And now I'm trying it as well with this interview.
No, that's fine.
It's for a worthwhile call.
Like this.
For the kids just scrolling through the shorts on YouTube.
YouTube shorts. We might open a channel somewhere. Struggling on a name though. You got any ideas? Because it goes hard.
I'm very good at names. I'm very good at names. I'm telling you, I'm not even biased. I actually had people pay me to help name their businesses. I don't have anything for you off my tongue, but it definitely needs to be Dutch. It needs to be Dutch with a South African twang. If you can work out the bridge between those two, you're going to get something catchy. And I would encourage you to open a YouTube channel. I would surely endorse it. And I will definitely put your Facebook channel link in the description and put a little handle on the screen there so people can see you. You mentioned Facebook groups that's been quite supportive, and there's different Facebook groups in each country and all of that. I'm pretty much on every single one of those Facebook groups because when Oorsee started, I reached out to a lot of them for help. I'm proud to say that 99% of all the Facebook groups, they welcomed me with open arms. They were eager to be part of the Oorsee app and help the community grow. I'm also now one of the admins for South Africans currently living abroad, which is
congratulations.
That's the biggest expat group in the world, 75,000 people. So make sure. I think I've got you both as friends on Facebook. I'll send you an invite.
And I'm already on the group, I think.
Are you already? Good. Yeah. So when you do your videos, we allow sharing every Friday. So basically, we allow advertisement, and that in a form is an advertisement for your blog, your video blog. So you make your videos, and then every Friday you stick your best one for the week on there, and then I'll make sure that I like it and help promote it on the page, so people can get to know you guys as a couple, as a married couple with 4 dogs and kids and everything, and also start learning more about other countries. Because nothing broadens your perspective and cures you from ignorance than actually traveling to another country and see how things are, how they do things over there. And a lot of things you mentioned, like the schooling system, the way that people when the clock hits 4 or the clock hits 5, you're done working. There's no such thing as overtime. A lot of it's over here. They absolutely respect your off times, your weekends.
Yeah.
At times, because I'm an IT, I'll work after hours, but I'll do updates, and a lot of my team members will do that as well. But then you get no one expects you to do it, and that's not.
Yeah, but us, you take in the. Sorry. Yeah, in the Netherlands, you actually have to take in that week. You take your time off already. So I worked late till 9 last night. I'm not coming in till 12.
Yeah, but I think there's a good opportunity to basically see what the norm is across the world. Because you have things like, I mean, I've been in jobs that basically if you're in South Africa above a certain salary scale, they can use you 24/7.
You are always on call. You are in use 24 hours.
Yeah, that's something that I think really from a mental health point of view is not good. And IT people especially, I don't know if you agree, but it's something that it takes a real toll on you. So I think if they are just spreading some awareness with regards to what can be the normal thing to do, maybe companies can adjust a bit and compensate their workers for the hours they spend after hours and things like that.
Okay.
That is a brilliant topic, and I'm afraid for a topic like that requires a couple of videos on its own. Me and a couple some immigration agents we have spoken about it before. I know a brilliant agent here, Robin Vogel, and we've talked about exactly that. Now, in South Africa, that's mental health is sort of the thing that gets sneered upon. They don't take it seriously, and from a young age, as you start working, it's so embedded in you that you need to give extra and extra and extra. So that by the time you hit another country, I mean, I've got 3-4 jobs. I've got my normal daytime job, which is IT IT coordinator of a school, and then I've got Oorsee, and then I've got a web SEO and design business, and then I've got a small teacher resources business in the UK. So, and each one of that, well, a lot of it doesn't really require a lot of my time because it all runs by itself. But and not that it makes a lot of money. It's not like I'm. Yeah.
Hey, everything counts.
But at least it's a passion project, so that's also good.
I need to wait for payday before I can put a bit of diesel in my car. But yeah.
Which kind of car?
My point is,
luckily the bicycles don't run on fuel.
Mine runs on electricity because I have a battery.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My point is, I can't not do those things because I would not know what to do with myself. And one thing that I did learn in another country is how to spend more time with my family, more time. Because I watched them do it, and I'm like, oh wow, they're actually making a major effort out of this. They're not working until 9 p.m. at night. They're not pushing over their Saturdays just to put in a few extra hours. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
When they're off,
they're off, but they're enjoying the life around them because they can. It's okay. It's allowed to enjoy your life.
And I think, I don't want to speak on behalf of a population, but South African people, it feels like to me, is like hard workers. They really want to show their worth.
Yeah.
And that's something like in certain countries, it's frowned upon to be like the one that tries to be the best. They just want everybody to just do your part and be normal. And I mean, it's a good thing to do that. But I don't think you need to put so much stress on yourself to basically just to show everybody your worth. You, as a person, just doing your thing, that's worth enough, I think.
That's perfect. That's beautiful. I will emoji heart and blow kisses to that text. All right. Well, look, on that note, I love this conversation. I feel we can just keep on chatting for the whole night. But
but thank you.
I reckon I'm going to go sit on the sofa and stop working for it. So so what next? What's coming next? You guys you just moved in, right, into into your own house, or you found a good place to rent?
Like the people in Dutch say, it's a 3-slaapkamer woning. Dit is a rental. It's a rental and it's a 3-bedroom. Well, it's actually a 4-bedroom house because they are really set on knowing what you have. They ask you, how old are you? What do you have? They're not ashamed of anything. They don't have shame. They're very straightforward. Sorry, you have people putting in fencing.
Well, look, congratulations on having a place to stay, and well done in getting your entire brood over. Your kids are in school now, are they?
No, they're upstairs. They're only starting on Monday.
Oh, right. And you guys are starting work on Monday as well?
Oh, he's starting tomorrow.
On Friday. Yeah, so hopefully we won't have any mishaps.
We're going to have a video of him going to work on like a lot of buses.
I need to know. I need some predictions for the weekend. You're going to have to give it to me.
Score this weekend
we're going to
rugby. Yeah.
We haven't caught up on that yet. Sorry, we're here, but we don't know who's playing yet.
Yeah, sorry. I've got a colleague that'll inform me tomorrow.
Yeah.
So maybe a video about that. I'll owe you that one until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have you seen this app? This is a brilliant app.
Yes, I have that app. I'm on the app.
You can find if you go to the Oorsee app, you click on shortcuts and you click on groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, all groups. You'll see there's a SA Rugby fans group. On that feed, you'll see the schedule, the coming schedule. No, sorry, not on that feed. It's on the Booker Boys feed. My apologies.
Okay.
Booker Boys feed. So Sunday, the 10th September, is South Africa versus Scotland.
No, man, it's South Africa's going to keep them. Like,
when you expect us to stay here, it's going to be South Africa to win.
Oh yeah, absolutely to win. But I need a score. Come on, give me. What's your prediction?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I think you broke up there. What did you say? 56?
56, 12 about. I think.
56,
yeah, I would 56 for South Africa. Because beat New Zealand like that.
I'm going to put that prediction on my Super Brew account. If We'll see. We'll see how far you're off. Now it says quarter to six.
I don't think it's bad. If you look at New Zealand score the other weekend, it might actually happen. So I'm going to agree with you on that one.
It says they're kicking off at quarter to six. I don't know what time zone that is, though. It might be South African time, actually. So
we're luckily we're on South African time at the moment, so it's cool.
I might be sleeping. Anyways,
no worry, you can watch a rerun or just
wake up early or something. I mean, that's important.
I'm gonna go wake up, go
no
straight
spoilers.
to TV and watch it. Yeah.
No spoilers, promises.
Just play off social media until you watch the game.
Yeah. Jaco, Chanel, thank you so much for your time. You guys are great.
Thank you.
And keep making those videos. And
Thanks,
I hope to catch up with you guys again maybe a year from now. And we'll do a catch-up video. And please, if you got stuff to share, you want to post one of your videos on the app, do so.
Will do.
There is a Netherlands group on there as well. If you stick it on the group, it still shows up in the global feed, except all the Netherlands people will get a notification of it. Right.
Awesome. I will go do that.
Cool. Yes. Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks for the time.
Not a problem. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.